Cordy Kim here. It's April 13th and we've spent the day doing our permaculture design course with Peta Hudson. Peta, what did we get up to today?
Well, it was a real hands-on day today. We got in and basically made the beginnings of our Zone 1 garden.
Okay.
So over here we've got a herb spiral, which you can see has got a lot of really lovely big rocks in it, so providing lots of thermal mass for your herbs so that they can build up their oil contact, taste good and be better for you as well. Also gives you various microclimates, so you've got a shady side, sunny side, very well drained side up the top, so it's a great way of providing all that, plus using a small space. You're using a vertical space. So we made that, started off by laying newspapers and cardboard down to damp down the growth of the grass underneath. If you've got anything like couch, put it on very thickly because it will find its way through.
Okay.
And then we moved on to a no-dig garden over here, so the layer of cardboard, newspaper went down first. Then we put on our hay, biodynamically grown, so we're very, very lucky with that. Then we put in sprinklings of chicken manure, grass clippings, some old compost that are already broken down, all of that just to activate the garden bed and help it to, break down fairly quickly because the hay takes a while. And then we got in, covered it over with another layer of hay, and then got in and did some plantings. The plantings we've got around the edge are the ones such as the strawberries. So strawberries are things that you like to pick easily. They need to have good access to them. So we've got things that you would pick as you walk along the path. Lettuces, silver beet, spinach, things like that. You're taking a leaf off at a time. And further back we've got they're collies, are they, Kim?
Yeah.
The ones that we grew. So we cauliflowers over there. So they're your longer term, slower growing crop. You're obviously not going to be picking bits off them. They're going to be a one-off pretty much harvest. So they're planted towards the back where they can slowly do their thing. Along that back area there we're going to put a wee hedge because there's a driveway there and we want to at least filter some of the pollution that will be coming from the vehicles that go up and down there, so that's something for the future. And once again we've got lots of nice thermal mass which we need in our cold climate with the rocks around the edges. So that's what we got into today in a hands-on way, and then we just finished off with putting a bit of flesh around the bones of the zones 3, 4 and 5 that we had looked at the concept map of where you can place your zones and the kind of relationships that those zones have to each other. But this time we looked at, well, what's inside those zones? What sort of things can we grow? So Zone 3 is an area, even if you've only got a very small amount of land, that you can perhaps grow some crops that can bring you in a little bit of income, sell extra eggs for instance, grow a berry crop, grow a niche herb crop, set up a small nursery and you can sell things from outside your front door. So even with small spaces, you can add to your income in that way. And then we went on to 4, which is your harvest forest. So even on a very small amount of land you can plant small trees which have got timbers which are useful for all sorts of things. One example which is hazels, so you not only get the nuts from them, can be part of your shelter belt, but you can also harvest the branches to make trellises and bean teepees and all sorts of wonderful things like that. So looking at how much you can grow even on a small space to provide for some of your needs. And then the last one is our Zone 5, which is our conservation zone. So either if you have a wee patch of indigenous bush already, how can you look after that? How can you enhance it? How can you look after the health of it? Or how can you actually create one for yourself, and what would that look like? And also just touching on things like wildlife corridors too, which would be a beautiful vision to have wildlife corridors running through the city suburbs and connecting up and allowing birds and animals to find a way to pass through a city as well as for forage and habitat too. So that was it. Yep, that's where we finished off.
It was a great day.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Kim.
Bye.
Bye.